My name is Emma, and until a few nights ago, I genuinely believed my family loved me. It all began with a simple notification, a message from my aunt. I was in the middle of cooking dinner when my phone buzzed. I wiped my hands on a towel, picked it up, and absent-mindedly opened the message. I assumed she had sent me something casual, maybe a family clip or an old funny video. But then I heard my mother's voice. Emma should be grateful. She'd be nothing without us. My stomach sank. The video was shaky, as if someone had accidentally left their phone recording. But the voices were crystal clear. A pathetic failure. That's what Emma is, my father added, laughing. At least she's useful for one thing, paying our bills. Laughter followed. I gripped my phone tighter. If Emma ever stopped sending money, my aunt, the same one who sent the video, said with a smirk in her voice, "We'll just guilt her into it. She's too soft to say no." My whole body went numb. My name, they were talking about me. Not as a joke, not in passing, about me. For years, I had been supporting them, paying rent, covering debts, draining my savings so they wouldn't have to struggle. And that's how they truly saw me. I just sat there, frozen. My thumb hovered over the screen, and then, suddenly, the video vanished. This message has been unsent. My aunt must have realized her mistake and deleted it, hoping I hadn't watched it. I could have confronted her right then, called her, demanded answers, told them I knew. But I didn't. I put my phone down and pretended nothing happened. That's when I decided I wouldn't react. Not yet. I had a plan. I sat there for what felt like hours, replaying those words. Emma should be grateful. A pathetic failure. She's too soft to say no. I tried to convince myself it was a misunderstanding. Maybe they were joking. Maybe I missed some context. But deep down, I knew the truth. They meant every word. And the worst part? They were right about one thing. I was too soft to say no. How many times had I let guilt control me? How many times had I sacrificed my own life for theirs? My dad's temporary financial problems turned into years of rent I covered. My brother's tuition, he never even graduated. My mom's endless emergencies, always timed perfectly when I just got paid. And I helped every time, believing that's what family does. For years, I told myself I was doing the right thing, that they appreciated me, that they loved me. But that one video shattered everything I believed. They thought they'd gotten away with it. My aunt probably sighed in relief after deleting it, reassuring everyone, "Don't worry, Emma didn't see it." They thought I was still in the dark. That was my advantage. I could have texted her, exposed everything, but I knew how it would. So I let them believe I was still their obedient little bank account, because the next payment was due in a few days, and this time things would be different. The next morning, I followed my usual routine, but everything felt different. The sunlight still streamed through the curtains, coffee still brewed, but I felt like I was seeing my life from the outside for the first time. My phone buzzed. A message from Mom. "Morning, sweetie. Just checking in. Hope you're doing well." I stared at it. Too normal. She never texted me just to check in. There was always a reason, always a request hidden underneath. And sure enough, a few minutes later, "Oh, by the way, rent is due soon. Can you send it by Friday?" There it was, the same pattern. But this time, I wasn't going to play along. I started typing. Normally, I'd say, "Of course," or "No problem." Maybe even apologize for any delay. Anything to keep them comfortable. Not this time. I deleted everything and typed, "I can't this month." I stared at the message for a few seconds and pressed send. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Buzz. What do you mean you can't? Mom replied. I could practically feel her frustration through the screen. I had never said no before. I didn't respond right away. I sipped my coffee, letting her sit with it. Then came more messages. Emma, this is serious. We're counting on you. You know we don't have another option. Then my aunt chimed in. Hey, sweetie, your mom's panicking. Is everything okay? I almost laughed. Was everything okay? Sure, everything was fine. Better than ever. For years, I'd been paying for their lives. The silence said everything. For the first time in years, I had said no, and they didn't know what to do. I watched the 3 little dots appear and vanish repeatedly. My mom typing, deleting, typing again, probably trying to find the right words to guilt me back. Then her reply came. What do you mean, unexpected expenses? What could possibly be more important than your family? There it was, the guilt trip. The same script as always. I didn't reply. Seconds later, you know your brother can't cover his rent. If he gets kicked out, that's on you. The brother card. Classic. Then another. We raised you, Emma. We took care of you when you had nothing. Is this how you repay us? My jaw clenched. When I had nothing, they didn't take care of me. I put myself through school, worked multiple jobs just to get out of that house. And the moment I had money, they clung to me like leeches, draining everything I built. My phone buzzed again. Emma, sweetheart. My aunt texted. Don't do this. We're family. Your mom's just upset. You know how she gets. Just send the rent, and everything will be fine. Fine. For who? I set my phone down, heart pounding. I needed a moment to breathe, to think. I poured a glass of water and stared at the clock. Something inside me was shifting. For years, I'd feared this moment. Feared that saying no would make them hate me, that they'd cut me off. But now I knew. They never loved me. They loved what I could give them. And the second that stopped, they showed me exactly who they were. Buzz. A new message. From my dad. I don't know what's gotten into you, but this is unacceptable. You're being selfish. This family needs you. Stop acting like an entitled brat and do the right thing. There it was. The final mask off. No more pretending. No more sweetness. Just demands. I stared at the words, pulse pounding in my ears. Then another notification. A voice me. My hands trembled as I hovered over the play button. Something told me this would change everything. I hesitated for a long time, staring at that little triangle on my screen. Finally, I pressed play. Her voice came through. Sharp, irritated, with none of the usual fake politeness. Emma, listen. I don't know what game you think you're playing, but this isn't funny. Your mom's losing her mind, your dad's furious, and honestly, I can't blame them. You've always been, well, a little ungrateful, but this is just selfish. My stomach tightened, but I kept listening. You have a good job, don't you? You make more than all of us. You don't even need that money. Meanwhile, your family is struggling. What? You just wake up one day and decide you don't care anymore? She laughed bitterly. You owe them, Emma, after everything they've done for you, after all the sacrifices they made. They gave you life, and now you're just going to walk away? Pretend they don't X. What kind of daughter does that? She exhaled sharply, and for a moment I thought she was finished. But then her tone changed. Colder, darker. If that's the kind of person you want to be, fine, she said. But don't expect forgiveness. Don't come crawling back when you realize how much you need them. because once you cross this line, there's no return." The message ended. Silence followed. I let her words sink in, my thumb hovering over the replay button. My ears rang, my hands numb. I should have felt scared. I should have panicked, rushed to fix things, to apologize. But instead, I felt calm. No, more than that, I felt free, because her message confirmed what I had always known. They didn't love me. They didn't respect me. I wasn't even a person to them, just a bank account, a walking ATM. And the moment I stopped handing out money, I became invisible. If that was the truth, then maybe it was time to be nothing to them at all. My phone buzzed again. Another message from my mother. "Last chance, Emma. Send the rent." I stared at it for a long time. Then, without hesitation, I blocked her. Then my dad. Then my aunt. Just like that, for the first time in years, I was free. Or so I thought. Because the next morning, there was a knock at my door. A chill ran down my spine. It was early. Too early. The kind of early where normal people were still asleep. The sun barely touching the horizon. For a second, I considered ignoring it. Maybe it was a neighbor, maybe a delivery, anything but what I knew it was. Then another knock, louder, more demanding. I took a slow breath, steadied myself, and opened the door. There he was, my brother. His face twisted between anger and desperation, his clothes wrinkled, eyes bloodshot. "Are you serious, Emma?" he snapped. "What the heck?" he scoffed, running a hand through his messy hair. "Don't do that. Don't act like this isn't serious. You blocked everyone. Mom's freaking out. Dad's losing it. You're just cutting us off? Pretending we don't exist?" I crossed my arms. Maybe I got tired of being treated like a piggy bank. His jaw tightened. "Oh my God, not this again." I laughed bitterly. "Jason, I've been paying your rent for years. Your bills, your food, even your gym membership. And the one time I say no, suddenly I'm selfish? Dad says I'm ungrateful. Mom calls me a brat. And you show up here like I've committed a crime." He opened his mouth to argue, but no words came. I continued. "Don't pretend you care about me. I saw the video." His face went pale. Fear flashed in his eyes. "What video?" I smiled, coldly. "You know exactly what I'm talking about." He shifted, looking away, fists tightening. "That wasn't serious, okay? We were just joking. You're being dramatic." "Joking?" My voice was low, sharp. "You all sat around laughing, calling me pathetic, saying I should be grateful for paying your bills? Do you even know how that feels, Jason?" He sighed, rubbing his face. "Emma, come on." "No," I cut him off. "You come on. You want money? Get a job. You want someone to take care of you? Find someone else, because I'm done." Silence. He stared at me, something flickering in his eyes, then gone. "You don't mean that," he muttered. I met his gaze. "Yes, I do." Another pause. His expression hardened. "Fine," he spat. "Be a selfish bitch, but don't come crawling back when you have no one left." He turned and walked away. I stood there, chest tight, but spine straight. He was wrong. I did have someone left. Myself. Just as I closed the door, my phone buzzed again. My mother's name lit up the screen. I didn't answer. Not this time. For years, I had been at the way she used my responsibility against me, but not anymore. I turned my phone face down and walked away. I was done. Done being their financial safety net. Done being drained while they played the victims. They never once asked how I was, never cared about what it cost me to keep them afloat. For years, I carried their weight, my mother's, my father's, my brother's. They acted like I owed them my life, but no one ever cared what I needed. Now, I was finally taking control. But it didn't go unnoticed. The next morning, I sat in my living room, the silence heavy but calm. I felt the weight of my decision, but not regret. Then the doorbell rang again. I wasn't surprised. It was Jason. His knock was impatient, demanding. I opened the door. "Emma," he said, voice softer now, "you need to listen to me." I didn't invite him in. "I don't need to listen to anything you say." "Please," he said, desperation in his tone. "Mom's losing it. Dad's panicking. You can't just abandon us like this," I scoffed. "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think I'd keep paying for everything? Pretend everything was fine?" "No, Jason. I'm done." His eyes hardened. "You act like we've never done anything for you, like we're all users." "Oh, I know exactly what I've been to you," I replied calmly. "A cash machine. And I'm tired of it." "You can't just leave us hanging," he said angrily. "You owe us, Emma." The words stung, but they didn't break me. "I owe you? I've given you everything. Rent, groceries, bills, while you watched. And you want to talk about debt?" His fists clenched. "You'll regret this." I laughed softly. "No, Jason, you'll regret it, because I don't need you anymore." Then I shut the door in his face. It felt good, but I knew it wasn't over. That night my phone buzzed again, this time from Dad. "Emma, don't think you can just walk away from us. You're making a mistake. Come back. We'll fix this." I stared at the message, feeling the desperation behind the words. I could have ignored it, but I had a better idea. I wasn't just going to block them. I was going to make them see what they'd done. I sat at my desk, opened my laptop, and started gathering every financial record. Rent payments, transfers, bills, everything. Then I typed a message. "Here's a detailed record of everything I've done for you. I'm done being your lifeline. I'll no longer be your ATM or let you guilt me for choosing myself. Consider this my final invoice. You don't owe me anything, but you will owe yourself the realization of what I sacrificed because I believed family meant support, not exploitation." I attached the receipts and sent it. Then I opened the family group chat, the same one filled with demands and guilt trips, and typed one last message. "You talk a lot about what you've done for me, but you've forgotten how much I've given. I'm done. Don't contact me again." I hit send. The silence after was almost sweet. For once, there were no more calls, no more manipulation. They could keep their lies and guilt. I was free. Then one final message came from Jason. "You'll regret this, Emma. Family sticks together." I smiled. He was trying to get under my skin, but it didn't work this time. I didn't need them. I had my freedom, and that was enough. It wasn't the dramatic showdown I once imagined. It was quieter, deliberate, and far more satisfying. I turned off my phone, a sense of peace washing over me. I didn't need revenge. I didn't need closure. I just needed my life back. And that, in the end, was the sweetest victory. Wow, what a journey that was. It's incredible how much Emma endured. But in the end, she took control. She didn't need to scream or fight. She simply stepped away, and that was enough. Sometimes, the most powerful revenge isn't chaos or confrontation. It's peace. It's choosing yourself when everyone else chooses to take from you. But what do you think? Did Emma make the right decision? Was her quiet revenge powerful or too harsh? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. AE